Greetings, everyone. Let's talk football. You know I'm a Liverpool fan. Last night we played a derby, played against Everton, ended 2-2, a draw, meaning that we were 7 points clear at the top. We thought we'd won the game until there was an incident where two Everton players colluded against each other. About a minute or so to go in the referee's optional time when we're leading and Liverpool was attacking. It took some time to get those players back on the field, and the ref decided to keep the game on and on until Everton had to equalize. We feel strongly that we were robbed. But it happens in football. It happens in football. So last night we thought we were 9 points clear at the top, clear of Arsenal. But we are now 7 points clear at the top. All teams have played 24 games. It's 14 games to go. And we are confident that the league is ours. We are going to win the English Premier League. Arsenal has its own problems. They are our biggest rival in 2024-2025 season. They have injuries. They are also in the Champions League campaign. They also have a number of matches. We think that they will also drop points in the last 14 games, because there's also a game that we have to play there at Anfield, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, we will drop some few points. We expect to drop some few points in the remaining 14 games. We do not think that in the 14 remaining games, Arsenal will overtake us, given the injuries that they are having. And of course, just like Liverpool players, like any other team, their players are also getting tired because the season has been long. So this is the final stretch, 14 games. We have a game, Carabao Cup on the 12th of March. We are out of the FA Cup. We have the Champions League. So there are quite a number of games. But the fact that we are out of the FA Cup, even though we didn't want to go out, it means that we have lesser games. So we can still keep our players fit, both physically and mentally. Over the last few seasons, Manchester City will come from behind and snatch the title. But it is going through serious dressing room problems. With the 24 games, they sit on 41 points. The 23-24 champions, they will not close this gap. They are on the verge of being knocked out by Real Madrid in the Champions League next week. And if they are knocked out, this will affect their morale. So they will not really put that much of a fight to retain the title, because Liverpool is also just too good. Manchester City is going to drop points as well. The best Manchester City would want to do is to close in and finish the season on top 4 for them to qualify for the Champions League. Mathematically, they are not out of the Premier League Championship title. They are still very much in, even though they sit at number 5. They are still very much in, given that it's 14 games to go. But if you assess their squad this season, they are struggling. They've dropped points where it was ordinarily not possible for them to drop points. So as we go to this last stretch of 14 games, Liverpool has a huge advantage. We might not win the league with 7 points clear. Like I'm saying, we expect that we will indeed drop some few points, just like any other team in the race will drop some points. Nottingham Forest also is challenging, but Nottingham Forest seem not to have the stamina. They are dark horse. They are not ruled out. They are still very much in the competition. They are dark horse. They have less noisy supporters, so they can simply try to find their way to the top. We are 10 points clear of them, so it's going to require them to win more points than us in the remaining 14 for them to close the gap and overtake us to clinch the title, which now looks very unlikely. Chelsea, they are sitting at 43 points out of 24 games. We think that Chelsea they will want to remain in the top 4. They are sitting at number 4. So it's going to be a battle between Tottenham Forest, Chelsea, and Man City on who wins the top 4 spot. Newcastle, they have the same number of points with Manchester City, 41 points out of 24 games. I think their biggest prize this season is to win the Carabao Cup. Remember, we're playing them on the 12th of March in the final of the Carabao Cup. So winning Carabao Cup for them will be a huge achievement. So I think that if they win the Carabao Cup, they will not put up a fight for the Champions League, for the Premier League. Even if they do not win and Liverpool wins, at 41 points with 14 games remaining, I don't see them snatching the title. So they will also fight to be in the top 4. So it's going to be interesting in the last stretch as teams, Liverpool, Arsenal, and Manchester City. Manchester City still believing that it can snatch the title, but also Tottenham Forest, Chelsea, Newcastle, Bournemouth wanting to finish at top 4. So it's going to be interesting because Bournemouth is sitting at 7 with the 40 points. They still mathematically have a chance of getting into the top 4. So Aston Villa and then in the rest, and they know that it's just to remain in the Premier League for next season. Leicester City is in the relegation zone. They have 17 points out of 24 games. Ipswich Town 16 points, and Southampton already relegated 9 points. So Leicester City, they are fighting relegation, and I think this is the team that will play. Let me check. They will play Arsenal on Saturday the 15th. So they are fighting relegation. So it's not gonna be easy for Arsenal to come out with 3 points, and Leicester City is playing home. While Chelsea will be away to Brighton tomorrow evening, while ourselves will be home on Sunday to Wolves, a very good team which normally gives us problems, but will be at Anfield. So we stand a better chance of winning the 2024-2025 Premier League champions. What's your view? Please write in the comment section, like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you're on TikTok, please do follow us. Otherwise, goodbye.